going to demonstrate I-cord side edging. Sometimes it's called applied I-cord, but that can get confused with I-cord cast on, bind off. When I show you this, that means I will have demonstrated I-cord on all possible sides of the work. Here is my video to I-cord cast on, here is my video to I-cord bind off, and here we are ready to look at I-cord side edging. Let's go ahead and take a look. This little sample has regular cast on, regular bind off, but we have the I-cord side edging. And this bulky yarn on pretty big needles, it ends up being a nice rolled edge, but a tighter gauge will actually give you something that looks more like I-cord, meaning a cord up and down the side. I also steamed this out kind of aggressively. It was an accident. And so it flattened it out a little bit. But you see, this is a stockinette piece that would normally be curling a lot at the sides, and it's not because of the I-cord edge. That doesn't mean that I-cord edges control all curling in stockinette. It just did on this piece. Okay? So here's my little sample, and the written instructions for this will be in the video description below, as well as on my website. And I'll give you a link here to my website to read the written instructions. The instructions, there are instructions for the right side and for the wrong side. Let me show you this first, the right side of the work. It's always the first 3 and the last 3 stitches. So it's knit 1, the next stitch is slip 1 with yarn in front. So I pull my working yarn forward between the 2 needles, put my needle into that stitch as if to purl, and slide it from the left to the right needle. That's all it is. I slipped 1 with the working yarn in front. Then I pull the working yarn to the back again to knit 1. So that's it. On the first 3 stitches of the right side, that's it. Now I'm just going to knit up to the last 3. And it's the same thing again. Last 3 stitches, it's knit 1, slip 1 with yarn in front. So I pull the yarn forward between the 2 needles, slip that stitch as if to purl from the left needle to the right without working it, pull the yarn back between the 2 needles and knit 1. That's a right side row. The wrong side row is not a big surprise. We're going to slip 1 with the yarn in front, and because it's the first stitch, the yarn's kind of nowhere. Then I pull the yarn back between the 2 needles to knit 1. And then pull it forward between the 2 needles to slip 1 again. And then I'm going to purl across this row. You don't have to purl. You can, this works with any stitch. In fact, I saw this technique used recently on garter stitch, and it looked great. So the last 3 stitches, I have my yarn in front. I slip 1, pull the yarn back between the 2 needles to knit 1, pull the yarn forward between the 2 needles to slip 1 with yarn in front. And there we go. And that's it, I-cord side edges.